What's up, YouTube? It's Joe here. Welcome back. So today I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update on my guys behind here. See what's going on. Because I woke up this morning and I noticed some big changes and some things that I need to do. So I want to show you guys the elbow that I had 6 months ago. So it hasn't been doing anything and it hasn't shown any signs of new growth other than like a ton of roots. But in 6 months we are getting some new growth. But you could tell it's looking a little wobbly. Yeah, so it's like a huge bump here, and then it just creates a little bump, and then so I don't even know if this new growth is gonna make it. Sorry if it's not focusing. There you go. Yeah, so I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with that one. And then the other thing I want to show you is the very bottom. So I have a Adansonii that I had for a while, and also wasn't growing very well. As you can see, the first new growth, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna live, but it is growing another one at the very back, and also not the best looking one. Now mind you, this is very low, so it's almost like little to no light. So I'm going to move it into this a more of a glass vase, so I'm gonna put it in this guy over here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna clean this up and then I'm going to just change it. So here we go. We're gonna rehouse this. Okay, we're gonna just put this guy right in here so it's not dripping. Okay, and then I'm going to just carefully let's see how I'm gonna do this. Okay, first thing I do, I'm gonna drain all the water into the tub here and this tub here, so that way it doesn't spill. Okay, and then I'm going to just bring this back in here because, as you see at the bottom, I made my own pole, and I just tried to figure out how I can get this guy to stay on, staked onto the pot. Okay, and then I'm just gonna carefully get rid of the ties here. Now I made a mistake and used zip tie. What do you call these type of ties? Pipe cleaners. Don't recommend. They rust. Okay, so don't use that. Alright, and now I noticed that this is rooted onto the pole. Okay, and then from here I'm going to just carefully see if I can dislodge the moss with the plant itself. Yeah, they definitely rooted into the moss. So we're gonna have to. I want to see if it continue to grow in another container. Okay, so for the most part, everything's cleared. I washed this, and I realized I didn't have enough clays or the Leca pebbles. So what I'm gonna do is, because it's a closed environment, I'm gonna create my 1/3 vessel. So probably around here. And then the rest is going to be all Leca. But the 1/3, I'm going to actually use a combination of perlite and the remaining of my clay pebbles. So that way there's a little bit of a filtration going upwards. Perlite helps air out, give a little bit more air into the media. It's very light. It can carry some moisture, some, but not a lot. So it's supposed to lighten the soil out. Okay, so that's about it. And then I'm gonna add the clay along with it. I'll use about this, and I'm going to just mix it up. Mix it very lightly. But yeah, like everyone has different methods of keeping aeroids, and I think the bottom line with aeroids is you need to find a perfect balance of moisture retaining, but also enough drainage for the so that the roots itself don't get overwatered. Next, we are going to stake this, and hopefully the leaves are just out the right amount of height. Okay, that's actually not bad, right there. Okay, now this is the hard part. Here we have to figure out how to keep this staked while I am adding some clay in here. Okay, so good. All right, I'm gonna fast forward it right now. Basically done. Very quick, very easy. Now I noticed that there wasn't a lot of roots. I think it's just because the situation I put it wasn't getting a lot of light. So I think I will have to move this guy, and then hoping that promotes a little bit more growth. So I'm gonna monitor that. So we're basically done. This is the result, and hopefully my new growth will bounce back. And I think moving forward from here, I'm going to move him probably in a better light source, and then hopefully it'll grow, and then I could put it back where I originally want it. So yeah, this is it. What we're going to do now is we're going to add the water base. So I have my own water mix here. It's I don't recommend fish emulsion as a reservoir, but you definitely want to have the water with some nutrients. It's not the same as soil because soil already has its own organic matter. So if you're doing it in this type of method, you'll have to give it its own nutrients in its water. Okay, so I'm gonna give it what it needs. Sure we reach base. Okay. And I don't know if you can tell, but there is some water there right in the line. Alright guys, little update. You can see here it is aborting. The old leaf, poor thing. Oh well, it's okay. There's a new one. We'll work with that. But it's starting to trail, and update on how the water is doing. It is actually getting absorbed and evaporating, so it is working. But yeah, let me know in the comments on if you have any suggestions on things that I should try, or if I'm doing anything wrong, let me know. But yeah, give me a like, subscribe if you can, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.